My personal view on those issues is that any institution has to actually have climate change risks and protection of the environment at the core of their understanding of their mission. Primary mandate, price stability, of course, but it has to be embedded in that climate change and environmental risks are mission critical. And I believe that charity begins at home. So what we did at the IMF, for instance, is focus on what, as an institution, as 3,000 people behaving in under one single roof, what can we do? What can we improve? How can we be more effective in that respect? Number one. Number two, quickly on the IMF, and then I'll jump to the ECB. We, as I said, had climate change finally accepted as a macro-critical risk. And as a result of that, the fiscal department and various other departments at the IMF focused on the grants and subsidies that were given to burning fossil fuel, for instance, the direct and the indirect cost of doing so. We also focused on fiscally responsible budgets in that respect. Let me now turn to the ECB, and again, without prejudice to what is happening and to what maybe I will be able to achieve, because Governing Council at the end of the day decides under the leadership of its president. And when you have a bunch of central bankers saying climate change risks are material risks that need to be assessed by banks in their jurisdictions, if I'm a bank, I become a bit concerned. And I started looking at my provisioning, and I started looking at the portfolio management that I have as a result of that. And in terms of its investment, I'll be super quick on that. In terms of investment, obviously, the ECB cannot exclusively invest its 2.6 trillion portfolio into green bonds, because there's not enough of a market. But if it signals that it will be increasing and will be intensively looking at that, then it's also, for the market, something to register in terms of where it's going to direct its funding.